Hey folks, Ted Boss here from Shoulder Season Counseling. I'm a licensed therapist in Idaho and Utah. Today I'm going to talk to you about the 5 conflict styles. This is an oldie but a goodie, and hopefully it helps someone out there. So conflict is unavoidable. It's actually normal, and different people have different ways of dealing with conflict. And research from long ago developed kind of 5 styles of dealing with conflict. I'll put the details in the description box. So the 5 styles are competing, avoiding, accommodating, compromising, and collaborating. We'll start with competing. This is pretty straightforward. This is someone who's competitive. They have very high interest in what they want, and they have low interest in what other people want. And so they're going to be assertive or even aggressive sometimes when it comes to dealing with conflict. On the total other end of the spectrum is avoiding. This is a person who doesn't have a great deal of interest in their own goal and is just avoiding overall whatever conflict comes about. So the next one is accommodating. This is a person that might value the relationship that they're in conflict with, but they're not particularly attached to their goal, or they don't consider their goal to be as important. So they're going to find themselves accommodating during a moment of conflict. Number 4 is collaborating. This is someone who really, thinks the goal is important, but also thinks the relationship is important as well. And so they're going to try to collaborate and brainstorm ideas. They're going to try to work with this person to try to come out with some kind of solution where both the goal and the relationship are preserved. Lastly, we have compromising. This is someone that is willing to kind of do some give and take on either end with goal and relationship both. So now, oftentimes I'll ask people I'm working with what their kind of default or their main style is, and we'll use that information to try to assess things they could do differently or what things are maybe going well. In some of my other videos, I talk about parenting styles. Naturally, permissive parents are going to be a more accommodating or avoiding conflict style, whereas parents that are authoritarian are going to be that more kind of competing conflict style. And just like all things, right, being able to strike balance and do a little bit of everything is really the ideal situation. It's not that one style is better than another. It's being able to read the situation and assess the stimulus so that you can choose an intentional response. For some people, this will feel very, very challenging. For the parents that are, really competitive, they're really structure-based, it's very difficult for them to be accommodating or to let things go. Parenting strategy I might give to a parent like this would be lose 20% of the battles, right? So intentionally lose battles and conflict just so that you're able to, preserve some relationship. If you're always getting what you want and steamrolling people around you, nobody's going to want to be around you at all. Some of the recommendations I give for parents that have permissive parenting is that let's practice holding boundaries on things that don't matter right now. Number 1, so that your kid kind of gets used to it. Number 2, so you have practice, so that when you have to hold a boundary about something that does matter, you're not so much jumping in the deep end. You have some practice there. The last thing I'll say is that if you find yourself collaborating and compromising almost always, it might be important to try to build some awareness of, patterns of maybe rationalization or over intellectualizing things. Sometimes in those moments, we can really let our mind kind of, go down this long winding path and rationalize or overthink something in order to make something right, when fundamentally we know, that's not really okay what's happening. If you find yourself always collaborating and compromising, keep that in mind. It's okay to say no sometimes. It's okay to have boundaries. Folks, if this is helpful, hit like and subscribe or share this video with somebody. If you have any questions, you can go to shoulderseasoncounseling.com and reach out. Take care.